guys, this is a video about mirror checks and when you are expected to do them on your driving test. On your driving report form, mirrors, you need to use your mirrors for signalling, changing direction and changing speed. Those are the times that you need to use your mirrors on your driving test, and you can get marks for if you're not using them when you're driving about, right? I've made the video already, but I'm just going to do this little intro. If you are turning left and you will need to signal, they should be two peas in a pod. It's mirrors to the left, signal to the left. So if you're turning left, it's interior left, because you're checking the distance and speed of the person behind with the flat glass mirror, the interior mirror. And then you're checking the hazard on the left, which is the convex glass mirror. It does make things look further away. That's why you check it second. So it's interior and left for hazards on the left side. Then you signal. They're two peas in a pod, those things. You can't just signal without the mirrors. That's impossible. They're married to each other. They come as a pair. If you're turning right, it's mirrors to the right. Interior to see distance and speed of the person behind you. And then the hazard on the right. It's a convex glass again. It makes things look further away, but it's going to show you overtaking vehicles. So right mirror shows you overtaking vehicles or hazards on the right. And the left mirror shows you undertaking vehicles or hazards on the left. So if you're turning left, interior left. If you're turning right, interior right, So that's your use of mirrors for signalling. Then if you're changing direction, then you use the mirror in conjunction to the direction that you're going. So changing lanes, going around parked cars, So if you're coming up to a parked car, it's mirrors to the right to see if anyone's overtaking you. If they're not, then you go for the overtake. And then when you come back in, interior left to come back in to make sure that there's nothing on the left side. Changing of lanes, same thing. If you're changing lanes, mirrors to the right, signal to the right, shoulder check if it's safe to do so, moving over. So there's an extra check of your blind spot before moving over if you're changing lanes. Go and watch my other video if you need more information about that. Changing speed. So the red ring, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, national speed limit sign, or any other ones as well, like your in-car park 5 mile an hour, 10 mile an hour, all of those ones away as well. But the main ones, 20 in the red rings, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, which is the white one with the black slash, if you're getting any of those, then you need an official mirror check because it's new sign, new mirrors, new speed, new mirrors, So if you're driving down the road and you're doing 60 and then there's a 30 in front of you, you can't just slow down. That wouldn't be safe enough. What happens if the person behind you is tailgating you? You don't want a car in the back of you. So you'd be like, okay, there's a drop of speed limit and it's quite abrupt. I'm going from a 60 down into a 30 here. So it's mirrors before you do anything, before you come off your speed. So mirrors, Is it safe? Yep. Off gas, onto braking. And you need to be at that new speed limit before the sign. At the sign, that is the beginning of the speed limit, the new speed limit. It's a gateway sign. That's where the new speed limit begins. It's important that you don't go through that sign and you're still like 45 beyond the sign. The police can hang out with their guns and just like get you and just give you your points straight away. I've seen that. They do it in Cheltenham. They just hang out behind the 30 mile an hour sign and they just get people with their speed cameras, So you need to slow down in the fast part of the road to then be at 30 as you go through the sign. If you're going from a 30 to a 60, don't get magnetized towards the sign. Make sure that you're strictly at 30. And then when you pass the sign or you're at the sign, like literally at the sign, that's when you can go faster. That's when you can check your mirrors and go, is there anyone overtaking me? No? Great, here I go. So when I was learning to drive years ago, when I was 17, my driving instructor said, I remember him saying to me, make sure that when you've checked your mirrors and you know that no one's overtaking you, increase your speed so the examiner can feel that you know that there's been a change of speed. And I still remember that. That still marks my mind. He was like, feel yourself like being like pushed back in the chair because you've added more speed if it's safe to do so. It's very important. A very scary story that I will tell you to mark this so it helps you. When I was 17 and I was driving to college, I was on a 60 mile an hour road and somebody in front of me was doing 40. And I was like, I'm going to overtake this guy, because I think I was late for college. I had my best friend with me and we were driving down, and like this person was doing 40 and I was like, this is a bit annoying. Kind of want to overtake this guy because it was ages. I was going to be on that road for like 20-25 minutes. So I was like, this is a bit slow for me, want to overtake, right? So I did my mirror checks. I checked everything, no cars coming. Yeah, so mirrors, signal. I'm sure I did the blind spot because I was always a geek with driving, right? Checked everything. And then I went alongside the vehicle. And then when I was alongside, he sped up. And I had my little micro 1 litre and he had whatever he had. And as I was on his right, he then started going faster. And now I'm on his right and I'm like, I need to go faster to try and get in front of him. He went faster again. He kept me on the wrong side of the road. Car coming towards me, right? Petrifying. I've got to tell you, petrifying. And I thought to myself, I'm not going to make this. I'm not going to make it. He sped up. He won't let me come back into the left. He matched me, so I couldn't overtake him. It was the most dangerous situation I've probably ever been in. And the oncoming person started to go, get out of the way. They were flashing me, right? And I thought, okay, I'm not going to be able to do this. So I had to come off my speed. I had to brake and I had to go in. Now, I know that is a really petrifying story. I don't want to scare you with it, right? Because in the whole time that I've been a driver, I'm 43 soon. I've been driving since I was 17 and I've never had that happen ever in my life apart from then. So this is an extremely rare story that I'm telling you about. I've literally never had that happen before or afterwards. It happened then, right? So I don't know. I have no idea whether he knows that he did that. Maybe he was unaware. Maybe he just wanted to suddenly go quickly. Or maybe he had his other reasons. We don't know. We will never know. For my own mental health, I'm going to say that he didn't know. He didn't want to hurt me. Right? But yeah, very rare story indeed. But it does prove the point. Yeah. Do check your mirrors before going fast, because if somebody's overtaking you, you need to let them overtake you. It is for everyone's safety. If that accident had happened, not only would I have been in danger and the oncoming person, obviously, but the person who didn't let me overtake, I'm afraid, would have been in danger as well. So all of us are in trouble from driving like that, right? Anyway, here's a video about that. I hope it really helps you. Check your mirrors before going quickly, increasing your speed, or check your mirrors before you go slower. So speed changes, you need to check your mirrors. The examiner is going to expect it. He's going to look at you to see if you check your mirrors before changing speed. All right. If you feel the examiner look at you, by the way, check your mirrors straight away. An examiner's not going to look at you unless you're checking your mirrors. So if you get that feeling of he's looking at me, check your mirrors straight away, because you're supposed to be checking your mirrors if he's looking at you. All right, guys. So I hope this video helps you, and I shall see you on the next one. Okay guys, on your driving test, there are 3 boxes for checking your mirrors. You need to check your mirrors when you are going to be signalling. You need to check your mirrors when you are changing direction, and you need to check your mirrors when you are changing speed. So this video is about mirrors changing speed. So I've deliberately come to roads where I'm going to have to change my speed a few times. So mirrors for slowing down here for the traffic lights. Mirrors changing direction, checking to see if anybody was overtaking me at that moment. Mirrors for a new speed limit. I've just gone through a national speed limit sign, the white one with the black slash. I'm not going to go particularly fast because there is a hill in front of me and I can't see over the top. That's called a blind summit. I look over the top, now I can see more. Now I'm going to increase my speed. So it's mirrors to increase speed, to check if anybody's overtaking me. Looking really far ahead. It's quite narrow on this road. I am going to pick up my speed. I'm going 47 miles an hour now, 48. There's a bend coming up which I can't see and a car coming towards me. Mirrors. And there's a change of speed. Mirrors, speed by braking, 30 miles an hour, and now staying at 30 miles an hour. I didn't need to change gear because I didn't change into a higher gear, so I'm remaining in 4th gear at the moment. I feel like 4th gear is okay here. It's not too bendy at the moment. Mirrors. When you are going faster, so if you're going 30 to 60, you need to check your mirrors before increasing your speed to see if anyone's overtaking you. If they are overtaking you, let them overtake you before you go faster. If you're coming up to a 60 to a 30, you need to check your mirrors so you can brake safely or make sure that no one's too close behind you. I'm about to slow down. Mirrors, speed by brake. Mirrors to the right for signalling, signal to the right for signalling. Checking the main road. Yep, I can go. As I enter the road, new mirrors. The speed limit is 50, checking my mirrors for overtaking vehicles. People on the right are pulling out. I'm going to check my mirrors to see if anybody does pull out. I need to slow down. Ooh, his position was a little bit off. I'm not going to go too far because I need good distance between the person in front. There's a mirror check here needed because I'm changing speed. This is a national speed limit mirrors to see if anyone's overtaking me. And now I can go up to 60. That's the maximum speed that I can do. Changing up into 5th to save petrol. Checking my mirrors. Checking the road ahead. I'm going to use 6th gear to save maximum petrol. Checking my mirrors. I know this road extremely well. I know that I'm coming up to a 30 soon because this is a test route. I need to make sure I check my mirrors before I brake to make sure that I'm safe and no one's too close behind me. Otherwise, I'd need to slow down in a different way. People ahead of me are braking, speed by brake. So mirrors. There's a change of speed to 30. Mirrors. Coming off the gas, speed by braking, 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 braking. Trying to get 30 before the sign, braking, 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 braking. I'm at 30 now. Change down from 6th to 4th and then maintain 30. Checking my mirrors. Coming into a town, mirrors are going to be checked more because I'm now doing more turns. So at the roundabout, turn right. Mirrors for signalling. Mirrors, signal, position, speed by braking, braking, braking. It's a closed roundabout, so I'm going to go into 1st gear because I can't see. Checking to the right to see if I can go. Yep, I can go. New road, new mirrors. There's parked cars on the left coming up, so I'm going to need to do a directional mirror check. So I'm going to check my right mirrors to see if I'm being overtaken. So interior and right mirror, no one's overtaking me. So that's a directional mirror check. I'm not going very fast because I can see that it's quite bendy here and there's quite a lot of activity with shops and pubs and bends and pedestrians. I'm going to bend to the left, mirrors to the left to see if there's anything on my left side. Speed by braking, 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 braking. Double mini roundabout coming up. Mirrors because it's a hazard. I'm going to be slowing down. Mirrors, off gas, speed by braking, braking, braking. Roundabout coming up. Going straight to the first, no signal needed. Now I'm going to signal, so mirrors to the left, signal to the left. I can go at the double mini roundabout. New road, new mirrors. Mirrors for braking, speed by braking, braking, braking. Mirrors for directional change. Mirrors to the right, see if I'm being overtaken. I'm going to give way to the silver car because he's desperate to go. Mirrors to the right for directional changes. Mirrors to the right, no one's overtaking me. Mirrors to the left for signalling. Mirrors to the left, signal to the left. Mirrors to the left to make sure that no bike or anything's come up on my left side. So it's a double check. New road, new mirrors.